Alright, Chapter 2, Operating Instructions, Section 1, Description and Use of Operator Screed Crew, Controls Indicator, Paving Machine Operator Controls Indicator, per Screed Crew, Controls Indicator. Section 2, Preventive Maintenance Check Services, General Cleaning Agents, Lubricants, Fluid Leakage, Preventive Maintenance Check Service Procedures. Alright, Section 3, Under Unusual Conditions, General Operator Initial Adjustment, Paving Machine Startup, Paving Machine Shutdown, Traveling Procedure, Loading the Hopper, Auger Conveyor Operations, Flow Gate Operator, Skid Burner Operation, Skid Vibrator Operation, End Gate Height Adjustment, Extension Screed Control, Screed Angle Attack Adjustment, Extension Screed Height Adjustment, Screed Control, Screed Crown Control, Paving Procedure, Access Door and Door, Access Cover and Doors, Decals, instructions, and plates, equipment, and installation instructions. Section 4, Operator under unusual conditions, unusual environmental weather, emergency procedures. Alright, Section 1, Description and use for the operator screed control and indicator. Paving machine operator controls and indicator. The paving machine operator control for the operation paving machine with the operator platform. Operator control is movable and can be positioned either left side or right side of the operator platform. Operator platform is positioned on the machine to allow the operator maximum visibility. Operator has access to the control console with the auger conveyor, speed control valves, and the screed travel lock valve. The gauge panel and the switch panel are located on the control console. Alright, 1 is your coolant temperature gauge, the dual scale gauge that indicates the temperature of engine coolant from 100 to 250 degrees. Panel lights controlled with a switch and illuminating to operator general control console. Alright, 2.11 gauge panel. The paving machine operated with the monitors, various machine function control, performance gauge panel, control speed, direction, paving machine located on gauge panel. Following is the listing of the gauge controls are found on the operator gauge panel. I show the paving operator control console, auger speed control valves, and the screed travel lock valve. Alright, back to the coolant temp. After coolant temperature, you have the panel lights controlled with the switch illuminating operator controller console. 3 is a voltmeter, indicating the volt going through the electrical system. Voltmeter scale ranging from 8 to 16 volts. Control handles. The control handles control the motion of the paving machine. Left control handle control the left track. Right control handle shows the right track. In center position, the tracks are stationary, but the hydraulic brakes are applied to move the control handle. To moving can move the control handle. The control handle release must be pulled up. Moving the control handle out of center position. Moving the center control handle into the forward direction will cause the corresponding track to move forward. Moving the control handle backward will cause the movement in the reverse direction. Further in this control handle is moved forward and reverse. The faster the track will turn. Each control handle operates independently from the other. This allows the track to move independently at a different speed. The tracks may also counter rotated, causing the paving machine to pivot on place. Hydraulic oil temperature gauge. The dual scale gauge indicates the hydraulic oil temperature of 100 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Tachometer indicates the engine rotation speed at a 0 to 4,000 RPMs. Your hour rate displays the amount of time the engine has been running in hours and tenths of hours. Fuel gauge indicates the amount of fuel in the fuel tank. Auger conveyor indicator light when on, indicating the auger conveyor system is in automatic operation. Travel switch. In down, neutral position, the paving machine will not move it in the up, forward, reverse position. The control handles will operate with the control move of the paving machine. In the down, neutral end position, the neutral position, the moving motion of the paving machine is stopped, losing established control handle position. This allows the operator to resume established pave speeding when the travel switch is returned to up, the forward, reverse position. When the travel switch is down, return to neutral position, then the brakes are engaged. 11. Speed switch. The switch controls the paving range of the speed with the hair. In the hair travel position, the paving machine can travel the greatest range of speed. The position traveling only should not be used in paving. In the down towards paving position, paving the machine slow speed is limited to the slower paving speeds. 12. Throttle control switch. The switch controls the speed of the engine if the left in position, max position engine operating at maximum RPM, extreme right position, idle position engine will operate with its idle in RPMs, monitoring, moving with the switch to the idle maximum to the maximum, returning the center detent in position, and will increase the engine RPM gradually. For the additional RPM, jog the switch between the max and center detent position until the desired RPM is reached. Reverse the operation described above for the decreasing RPMs. Alright, ignition switch controls the starting and stopping of the engine, turns the power on and off of the paving machine. If the stop position, all power of the paving machine is turned off except for the power of the horn and work lights. In the on position, electrical power is applied to the machine and components. The preheat position power is provided with the engine induction heater. The start position power is provided with the engine start motor. Or should the stop on and preheat and start. Rear work light switch. Turns the rear work lights on and off. Work lights will operate with the ignition switch in the stop position. Auger work light switch. Turns the work lights on the auger chamber on off. Auger work lights will operate with the ignition switch in the stop position. Forward work light switch turns the worker lights on the upper area on and off. The forward work lights will operate with the ignition switch in the stop position. Panel light switch turns the control panel lights on and off. High temperature warning light indicates high and light. The red light turns on at 214 degrees Fahrenheit. Engine coolant temperature. The light will warn the paving operator to the high coolant temperature before automatically engine shuts down at 220 degrees Fahrenheit. High temperature manual override button when push held in with the push and allow of the paving machine operator to override the automatic engine. High temperature shutdown when pressure of the button is relieved. The button spring return to the up position, disengage the override, and then the button pushed down held as long as the shutdown isn't to be overridden. Engine oil pressure gauge dual scale gauge which indicates the engine oil pressure of 0 to 150 psi or 0 to 10 kp over centimeters squared. Switch panel provides the following control features to the operator. 1. The screed lift switch. In the up lift position, the screed moves down. In the down float position, the screed moves down. The center hold position, the screed holds position. 2. The horn switch operates the paving machine horn. Power to the paving machine is not required to operate the horn. Emergency stop switch. Use the push and switch cut with all power of the paving machine except for the horn work of the lights and stop the engine. After the switch is pushed in, it must be pulled out. Perform the engine can be restarted. Paving machine functions operated. Flow gate switch is control up and down movement of the flow gates to control the amount of material reaching the augers. In the open position, the flow gates open. In the down closed position, the flow gates close. In the center of the off position, the flow gates remain in position. Auger conveyor switches select many between the off position down and auto to the for the control of the auger control system. Auger conveyor system in the up auto position, the auger conveyor system automatically controlled by the position of the feed limit switch. And down manual position, the auger control system operates regardless of the position of the feed limit switch, and either position the feed control switch is on the screed control panel must be on the on position. 6 hopper wing switches if in the up raised position the hopper wings are closed. In the down lower position the hopper wings are open. Caution: use extreme caution when retracting extension screed with the auger fan extension on bolted on screed. Extensions are installed. Damaged extensions screed can occur. 7. Extension screed control. Switches of 2 switch control the extension of the retraction extension screed. Moving the left switch for the left and right extends the retract with the left extension screed respectively. The right and switch to the right and left extends the retract the right extension screed respectively. Alright, 9. Your screed vibrator switch. Select between the screed center and off position, down man position, up auto position for the control screed vibrator. When the auto screed vibrator operates only when the control handles and stroke forward and forward reverse direction, and the travel switch is in the upper reverse and forward reverse position. The down manual position screed vibrator operates continually. Location of the truck and high control switch is not illustrated in the paving machine. Alright, your auger conveyor's control speed control valve. Left speed control valve regulates the speed of the left auger conveyor system. Right speed control valve regulates the speed of the right auger conveyor system. Turning the speed control valve counterclockwise will increase the speed of each auger conveyor system. Turning the speed control valve clockwise decreases speed until counterclockwise increase system speed. Auger conveyor speed control valve. Alright, warning. Do not open the speed screed to travel the lock valve all the way using the valve of the screed. The screed valve will fall to the ground open with quickly. Ensure all personnel clear of the screed with the valve is open. Equipment damage and severe injury to personnel may occur if the screed is improperly handled. 214. Screed travel the lock valve. The valve is used to lock the screed in the raised position. Turn the valve with the counterclockwise. The close position with the lock with the screed in the current position. The lower screed will set the screed in lifting. Switch down float position. Turn the valve into the counterclockwise direction. Valve can be used to regulate the speed at the screed lowered, where the engine does not have running lower speed or screed using valve when the ignition switch must be in the on position. Note that the screed travel lock valve is closed and the screed can be released, can be raised but not lowered. Screed travel lock valve. 215. Flow gates position indicator rods indicate the position of flow gates. Each flow gate has a separate piston position indicator rod. Left flow gate rate position indicator rod. Right flow gate indicator rod. 2-2, screed crew controls and indicators. Several control with the indicators operate with the screed, located with the screed control panel, with the control for the indicators available with the screw crew. I consist of the left side control panel, right side control panel, screed vibration control valve, crown adjustment, screed thickness controls, extensions, screed height and adjustments, end gate height adjustments, end gate handheld lever speed limit switch adjustments. Shows the left side of the control panel, operator control console, extension, screed, height adjustment, crown adjustment, right side control panel, end gate height adjustment, screed thickness control, screed vibration control valve. Alright. 221, the screed control panel. The two screed control panels allow the screed to control the screed with the function of consumption with the fuel pump switch mounted with the left control panel. All controls indicated located in left to right screed control panels are identical. For clarity on all controls located in the left control panel are described. 1, the screed fuel pump indicator light indicates if the screed fuel pump is turned on. 2, the screed fuel pump switch in the up position, on position, the screed fuel pump is on, and in the down off position, the screed and the fuel pump is off. The screed fuel pump supplied with the fuel screed burner and the fuel spray washdown system. 3, the main screed burner control switch and ignite the main screed burner in the down preheat position. Glow plug is on. And on the up spray position, the main screed burner solenoid valve is open. In the center of the off position, the glow plug is off and the solenoid valve is closed. 4, the main screed burner on the indicator light indicates the main screed burner solenoid valve is open. Panel light switch in the up on position, the panel light is on, and down the off position, panel light is off. The main screed blower indicates the indicator light indicates the power is applied with the main screed blower motor. 7, the main screed blower switch in the up and on position, main screeder blower is on, and in the down position is off position for the blower is off. Your feed control switch in the up and the on position for the auger conveyor system. The turn down in the down off position, the auger conveyor system is turned off. The switch operates with the conjunction with the auger conveyor control switch paving with machine operator control console. Alright, 9, your flow gate switch control the up and down movement of the flow gate. In the up open position, flow gates are open. In the down closed position, the flow gates are closed. In the center off position, the flow gates remain positioned. Emergency stop switch pushed in the all power of the paving. The machine is cut off except with the horn and work. Lights stop the engine. After the switch is pushed, it must be pulled out before the engine can be restarted and paving machine functions operated. 11, auger conveyor reverser control switch. The place in the setup of the reverser position of the auger conveyor system will operate the backward in the down normal position. The auger conveyor system will operate normally. Alright, 12, your toe point movement switch. The toe point is after all the angle of attack over the screed, causing the screed to ride higher and lower than on the mat, which changes the mat thickness, and in the upraised position the screed angle of attack is increased. It allows more paving material under the screed, which produces the thicker mat. In the down lower position, the toe point is lowered and produces a thinner mat. Extension screed control with extension retraction both of the right extension screed and then direction top area extension screed extends in the direction of the bottom area extension screed retracts. Extension screed blower switch in the up on position, the extension screed blower is on the down off position, this blower is off. Extension screed burner control switch ignites the extension screed burners in the down preheat position. The glow plug is on. In the up spray position, the extension screed burner solenoid valve is opening and allowing fuel to the extension screed burner in the center off position. The glow plug is off and the solenoid valve is shut off. 16, the extension screed burner on the indicator light is indicates the extension screed burner solenoid valve is open. Extension screed burner indicator light indicates the power is applied to the extension screed blower. 18, your panel light illuminates the speed control panel. 222, speed vibration control valve. The speed vibration control valve, vibration frequency screed vibrator, turning the valve clockwise to increase the vibration frequency, turning the valve counterclockwise to decrease the frequency. Speed vibration control valve. Crown adjustment. The crown adjustment 223 produced the desired contour finish paved. The material of the crown adjustment is accomplished by the sprocket wheel with the chain mechanism located at the top of the center of the screed. The crown adjustment winch is provided with the screed for the adjustment. Turning the wrench up produces the positive crown. Turning the wrench down produces the negative crown. The point of the mount screed to show the amount of the crown placed on the screed. The point is for comparison only does not provide actual crown when the screed is not the screen is now crown is referred to as blinking null condition. Shows the crown adjustment wrench and the pointer and the positive and negative. Alright, 224, screed thickness control. Thickness of the finish paving the material controlling the angle of the attack screed for turning the hand crank counterclockwise. Thickness for turning hand crank counterclockwise. Decrease the thickness. As indicator thickness control is provided with the screed, but the thickness control indicator comparison only does not provide actual mat thickness value. Shows the screed thickness and thickness control indicator. 225 end gate hand lever. The end gate hand lever is rated lower to end gate. The hand lever must be unlocked before the will operate. To unlock the hand lever, the grasp it, one hand squeeze, and the end gate's normally right on the surface of the being paved, providing finished edge. The end gate's hand lever down and up. Or your feed limit switches are two position switches controlled by the position of the feed limit switch paddle with an end gate the switch and end paddle which control the automatic operation of the auger conveyor system on the side. When paved with the materials fill and then between the auger and end gates, press against the feed limit switch paddle and auger conveyor system stops. The material is up in the release paddle, but the auger conveyor system starts again. The basic position of the paddle, loosening the thumb screw head. Here's the amount of paving material leading edge of the screed. Lowering the position of the paddle will decrease the amount of material leading the edge of the screed. 227 extension screed height adjustment. The height adjustments move with the extension screed up and down to keep the extension screed plates parallel with the main screed plate. If they turn the extension screed with the height adjustment knob forward to the raised extension screed plate height and turn the knob back to lower extension screed plate height, adjusting the height extension screed locked in place and using the extension screed height catches plates. Change the height of one end with the extension screed. Pull the quick release with the pull-up pin out of the tray. Slide the two valves on the knob apart. Turn the left and right half on the separated knob to the raise or lower the end of the extension screed. Alright, shows the feed limit switch paddle, hex nut, thumb screw, feed limit switch. Extension screed height, catch plate, quick release pin, and the extension screed height adjustment knobs. Alright, section 2, preventive maintenance check services.